Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It is another week, another day, and you know what that means? It is another episode of the Fab Five Bettors Podcast. All five of us are here. It is a very rare sighting that this is happening,
It is indeed.
but we're going to take advantage of this and enjoy it as much as possible. Of course, if you're not already following us on Twitter, go ahead and follow us there. Join the Discord link is in the bio as well. Check us out on the YouTube channel. All previous podcasts have been uploaded on there.
All 14
And
episodes.
all 14 episodes. This is episode 15.
This is 15, damn.
We're already 15 episodes deep. This is crazy. Um, and on Spotify, all previous podcasts have been uploaded on Spotify, so you can listen to those at any point of time. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a very interesting week. It has been a very strange week. We talked about the
Strange is
college
a good
football playoff-
word.
We talked about the college football playoff final rankings last week, obviously, but there's still some aftermath after the fact. It's gotten to the point where athletic directors want to sue the college football playoff committee, which is crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Um,
That was wild.
But I just learned something today, actually. I just learned something. I learned this. 5 of the committee members, I don't know how many members are total on that
I
committee.
think it's 13?
13?
I think it's 13.
Well, 5 of them are ACC, and they didn't vote Florida State in. So,
Damn.
So, I have
Blame
been listening to rumblings the past couple of days, and it's kind of sad when you're hearing, well, like, some of the excuses of why Florida State wasn't voted in, and you're hearing reasons like, obviously, we know the Jordan Travis one. We talked about that on last week's episode. If you want to, go back and listen to that one before you finish this one. But there were reasons like, oh, obviously Jordan Travis got hurt. We know that. There were reasons like they wouldn't compete well. I mean, if we want to take that route, they wouldn't compete well. Let's look at TCU last year. They beat Michigan to get to the championship game. Obviously, they got blown out by Georgia, but like, I don't think that has. I don't like that answer. I feel like that's a cop-out answer if you're telling me, oh, they wouldn't compete for a championship. Like, you don't know that. I don't know. It's stupid. I think it's stupid.
I don't know. I think the biggest part of it is that they probably did deserve a spot in there, but it is going to be a more exciting matchup to watch Alabama in there.
I mean, yes, I agree with you. I agree with you, but I disagree with you.
Alabama didn't just beat Georgia.
no bias intended, but I agree.
Let him
So do I.
finish.
So do
Let him
I. I agree with
finish.
Cornbread.
They also beat Georgia, who was undefeated up to that point in the SEC championship, and the SEC is way better of a conference than the ACC this year,
Well, yeah, no shit.
without a doubt. So it's not like this was just super outrageous.
I agree 100%. I mean, let's be honest. Do you really want to watch Michigan steamroll and cakewalk Florida State to a national championship?
No.
I don't. I know I don't. I'm tired of seeing these number one teams get these easy matchups, and when they absolutely steamroll those matchups, now we're looking like, well, damn, like we should have never put them in the college football playoffs because now look, they got absolutely manhandled by 30 points. That's the problem. We want competition. We want competitiveness. We want to see a back and forth game. Now, granted, are we going to get a back and forth game? I don't know.
I don't either.
But at the same time, I would take my chances watching Michigan and Alabama than Michigan and Florida State because I promise you, I was not intending on watching that game whatsoever if Florida State was in it.
I wasn't either.
No, because you would have had no rooting interest, and now you
Even
do.
though I had Florida State before the injury, preseason, I had Florida State going to the national championship. Now it was way before the whole Jordan Travis injury, hibbity hoopla before season started. Once I saw he went down, I'm like, oh yeah, there goes my pick.
I feel Speaking of which, have we heard an update on Jordan? Like, has Jordan Travis had surgery and everything? Like, I'm assuming he's like trying to recover now.
So what I've seen on Twitter.
Hold on, can I just say something?
What do you
What?
want?
I gotta hear this.
Oh
What?
God.
No, because I think we talking about the wrong team. That should
What's
have
up?
been removed. Why is Texas in here?
Yeah, we're recording.
Because they beat us.
I think
They beat Bama?
Florida State could beat Texas without Jordan Travis.
No, they can't.
Yes, they can.
No, they
Yes,
can't.
they can. Yes,
Not,
they
Listen.
can.
not with their
Listen.
not with their
Listen.
potential third string quarterback. No, they're
No.
not with their third string quarterback. They're not.
They
No.
would have had a second string quarterback. This is my whole thing is we talking about competitive. Whatever happened to going undefeated win a conference chip? Like
Yeah, that's a bad, but like
that's a bad look. I don't give a
It's
damn.
a bad look, but guess what? The committee literally shows that. And like I said, 5 of those members on that committee is ACC. So, you want to
Yup.
blame anybody? You
blame the
blame
ACC
them.
committee.
But my thing is, see, this is why I talk about that old head shit. Because it's just like, it's a bunch of old heads on that committee to begin with. I don't think Texas is that good. Yeah, if anything, I would rather you put in Georgia before Texas. But I'm pretty sure that Florida State with a third string quarterback could beat Texas. Texas is
No.
not that good.
No.
That's
Texas
not
is
happening.
Gabe, if that matchup would have happened, I would have threw my entire household on Texas.
Texas would have 40 balled them.
They would have. Yeah, that would have been
And I'm
embarrassing,
saying-
bro.
And I'm saying that in the most respectful way possible.
Yup.
For them, because here's the thing. You got to take in consideration of these things first. Number one, Florida State. Who have they played that is even comparable to the 3 teams that is in this college football playoffs?
LSU.
That's it. And guess what? They were never in the top 4. Never outside of the top 4. So
I'm not debating it, but it just don't feel right to me to have an undefeated
No, I understand that. You know,
Power 5 conference.
like I'll say this right now. Let's say that happened with Jordan Travis not getting hurt. Oh yeah, it would have been a fucking complete outrage.
I still think it's an outrage. They should have been in.
we're not disagreeing with
No,
you.
we're not
at
disagreeing
all.
with you.
Right.
But I think how
Right.
they're thinking is,
Right.
okay, if they would have their second string is, I honestly believe that Texas would have been out, and then the 4th seed honestly would have been between Bama and Texas. Then if you go by overall credential, and I hate to say, and I'm not even saying this, I'm biased, I think with Alabama edging over Georgia in the SEC, Bama would have got the 4th seed over Texas.
You know, the funny thing is, their second string quarterback was going to be back for that semifinal, right?
Congratulations.
Rodemaker, yes. Oh, Joey.
I still don't think Florida State would have Rodemaker would have won that game.
Joey.
No.
Yep.
Cal and Butler going to overtime.
I know, I got it on.
That's not great.
The sole
'cause Cal had
fact
a
of the
second
matter
chance.
is, who has Florida State played that is even comparable to this top 4?
LSU?
Other than LSU.
Oh.
Other than LSU.
No one.
Nobody.
And there were
No
times where they
one.
almost lost by nail biters, but they came back on one.
No one. They have played nobody. It's okay. You will live. Plus, the ACC is the worst conference this season.
Out of the Power 5, yes, I agree.
And you have ACC committee members saying, "Hey, we don't want them in." Hello. What else is there that needs to be said other than 5 committee members that are ACC don't
No,
want them in the playoffs?
Gabe, what?
No, because
What else is there to be said?
I think y'all just trying to cover up for the fact that y'all just didn't want to see a boring game. And
I don't think that's what the situation is at all.
That's what it
Yeah, I
sounds
think
like
Florida
to me.
State is my winner.
That's what it sounds like to me. All y'all just don't want to see a boring game, and that's fine. But
Listen, there's one
No.
comparison that can be drawn from
You
this.
can't make a
That
comparison.
team that should have or shouldn't have been in. Cincinnati made it in as an undefeated group of 5 team, but even their
You can't draw that comparison to this Florida State team because of the precedent that was set by no, come on, bud, listen to me. Because of the precedent that was set by the committee by leaving out an undefeated Power 5 conference champion. I know Cincinnati was undefeated, and I will say this: that was a rare circumstance, I think, when Cincinnati made it in.
But
They-
also had a
that
strength
year-
schedule that was top
Hold-
30 in the nation.
Hold on. Are we making a comparison to a year where there was clearly 3 people that solidified their spots for the college football playoff?
I was gonna. So that
No,
Cincinnati team also was really fucking
comparing
good.
that year to this year, are we really doing that right
No,
now?
what I'm saying
hope we're
is
not.
even compare. What I'm saying is from that year to this year, Florida State had an even worse strength of schedule than a team that other people did not think deserved to be in.
You can only play who's on your schedule, regardless of how good or bad it
Okay,
is
but
as
you
well.
still
We
build
have to
your
remember
schedule.
that.
But what I'm saying is Florida State did not have a
No,
great
no.
strength
You as a
schedule,
school
and
don't build your schedule. The conference builds the schedule for you.
right, but you're out of conferences. You're out of conference games. You can still schedule.
I don't think you understand. The 2021 college football playoffs, those three, the top three was solidified. It was Bama, it was Michigan, and it was Georgia. The last one, nobody was even comparable to take that last spot.
Yeah.
So who did they give it to? They gave it to Cincinnati. They literally gave it to Cincinnati because they were the only team left that was considerably good to take that last spot.
And they were also undefeated. But
All I'm
regardless.
saying
That Cincinnati
look
defense
at
was filthy.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, look
That was,
at
that was the
look at-
Sauce team, wasn't it?
That was a Sauce Gardner, Mariah Sanders.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that team was
Who's on the
nasty.
Cardinals. Calvin Pace.
Yeah.
That team was filthy.
Look at this. Georgia. So look, this was the final AP top 25 rankings. It was Georgia who finished number 1, obviously. It was Alabama, Michigan, Cincinnati. The next team that's after that 4 is a 12-2 Baylor.
Oh, that was when Baylor was good. Baylor was actually really good that
Are
year.
they letting a 2-loss Baylor team into the college football playoffs?
No, because you
they're
don't
not.
put two lost
Guess what?
teams in the playoffs
Guess
until
what? Guess what?
next
There
year.
was- There was
Obviously.
not one-loss teams. Actually, no, 3 one-loss teams left in this college football playoff ranking. And guess what? They gave it to Texas and they gave it to Bama. Do I agree with the Texas one? No, I don't. Do I agree with the
Oh,
Bama
stop
one?
it. They beat you head to head. Shut up with that shit.
I literally said. Do I agree with them being number 3? No, I don't. Florida State should have been number 3. If they
I agree with that.
if they give Texas
I
number
agree with
4,
that.
then fine. They give Texas number 4 because they beat us. Cool. But you beat
I think
Texas
that's
beat
why
us when we
there's-
didn't have our quarterback situation figured out. Hello.
Yeah, but I think
And
this
they
is
barely
why
beat
the
us by
12
10
team-
points. What are we talking about?
This is why the 12-team playoff is going to be a lot better moving forward because there are going to be teams who get a chance to still go for the national championship.
I agree.
It's going to be the same 4 teams fighting for the national championship.
Yeah, so I will say this. As a
It doesn't
detractor of not wanting the 12-team playoff, yeah, at the end of the day, you're still going to have...
Hold on. You still want it more than anyone in this chat right here.
Yeah, nope, sorry. I know why you're saying that, but nope, sorry. I think 6 would have been
It's
perfect.
going to be the same. It's going to be the same 4, 5, 6 teams. that are
Yeah,
competing for the national
you're gonna
championship.
still get...
This 12-team shit is pointless. You're
Okay,
going to
but
see
there's still going to be opportunities for teams to compete. There's gonna
Opportunities.
be
But, like, here's the problem,
Are we really
Cornbread.
going with
I want you to
opportunities
More, go ahead.
Are we really going with opportunities though? Opportunities for what? 6 other teams to throw their name in the hat? Just for them to
You're
lose?
basically giving 6 teams a participation trophy now. Is what you're doing.
You put a 12 seed team, however the seeding goes, right?
It's
You put a 12 seed team against a team
a
that's
5 seed, yeah.
a 5 seed that's more established, that's just a better team overall. They're gonna get killed. What is the point?
yeah.
Yeah, they
What's
will
the
get
point?
murdered.
Look, you put Baylor, that 2021 college football playoffs, you put Baylor
They're
against
going to get
Utah.
mollywopped by 20
You
points.
put Baylor against Utah. Baylor is going to run them into the ground.
Nah,
Point. The 2021. You're picking
2021
Utah
Baylor team was
over
fucking
Baylor.
filthy.
I will say this.
Taking Baylor.
Yes, because of Utah's defense, I would pick Utah.
You're crazy.
I
You're
don't
crazy.
think so.
You're
I got
crazy.
Baylor. I got
You
Baylor.
are crazy.
That Baylor offense
2021.
was absolutely fucking filthy.
2021. Yeah, you're crazy. I'm sorry.
That offense was absolutely
You are
fucking filthy.
crazy.
I don't even... Did Baylor win the Big 12 that year?
And
I
they
wanna
were
say-
the best team in the Big 12. Did we forget that?
I didn't.
Thank you. Baylor
I'd
would have killed Utah.
Yeah, that would have been ugly.
Whatever.
They're making this
the
12-team
thing is,
expansion
I
for
think
no
Utah early with
reason.
their offense maybe would have got some rushing yards going. But once Baylor's pass rush got going, good luck.
That
GG's.
Baylor team was going to stump them into the ground. That's not fair. How is that fair? We're creating opportunities for teams to get killed even more.
Yeah.
All right, but they're still there. Just because we're thinking that somebody's a heavy underdog, that doesn't mean that they can't go in and win.
But they
I mean, you
won't.
can't say-
I don't think they will, at
Utah.
least.
Okay, but look at this. If they had the 12-team playoff format this year, we'd get, of course, the top 4 getting the bye: Michigan, Washington, Texas, and Alabama. But then we'd see games like.
Hey,
Florida State-
hang on. I have it right here in front of me. So
I've got it right here too. Let me finish. All right, we got Florida State, which would have gone against Liberty.
That would have been
a
fun.
That would have been a good.
Well, Liberty wouldn't have beat Florida State, though. That Florida State defense would have eaten Liberty alive.
Florida State by 30.
Yeah.
Are we serious? Listen to that. Florida State versus Liberty. Are we kidding me? Are we serious? Come on, bro. This 12-team stuff is pointless.
That 12-team, look, I can guarantee.
All right, then we'd also
people are going to
get
look, oh,
these
12
games
teams,
like-
yeah, it's interesting. And then they're going to look at the fucking over-unders. They're going to see the money lines. You're going to see that higher seed, way high as fuck. Damn, why the hell are they almost like minus 900? Then they're going to get blown the fuck out.
Yeah.
It's going to be like a tune-up in fucking football.
Ooh, you would have had an Oregon-Missouri game. Winner plays
You
Michigan.
would have
That
bigger
would have been
names,
fun.
of course, yes. You have the bigger names, top teams in the country, hibbity blah. But those bottom-tier teams that just barely get in by their teeth, they are going to get blown the fuck out. And then all they're going to really get is like, hey, you get a nice little participation trophy. Yeah, you were part of the first year of the 12 team. Congratulations.
Yeah,
Hold your heads
seriously.
up high. Like,
All right,
no,
but-
I don't want to get my ass kicked.
All right, but obviously, if we're getting Liberty at 12 versus if we're getting a team like Missouri, Penn State, Ole Miss, it's going to be a completely different story, though, right? Than some team who's
Against-
in with literally like the worst strength.
Okay,
of
let's say
schedule.
Liberty versus Florida State. Liberty don't play anyone near the caliber.
I will say this, Cole, but if you would have put Liberty up against anybody in this 12-team playoff, they'd get blown out.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
They get ran out of the stadium. There's
Doesn't
no
matter.
other. There's
And like I
nothing
said, then
else
you
to say.
hand them their participation trophy.
It'd
There's
be like,
nothing else to
next.
say. They get absolutely. I can name 6 teams that stomp Liberty out, and they're in the top 6. They're stomping them out.
Well, then
There's
there's
no
probably
point.
some teams that finished in the top 25 that would still beat the shit out of Liberty.
Probably
I mean-
most of them.
I mean, yeah, we're talking, of course, outside of the box. We're talking about shit that's not really gonna happen. But you got to think, Liberty also played in what, the American?
No, they
No, they're in the AAC.
they play in the AAC, the American Athletic Conference.
Yeah, that's a dog shit conference too. Like that team potentially didn't deserve the ranking that they had. But what I'm saying is
They
this
went
12
undefeated.
But they had a garbage strength of schedule.
Oh my
They played
God.
against a bunch of garbage teams.
You can only play who's in your schedule, who's on your schedule and in your conference. It doesn't matter. That's why I will say this. I've always hated the whole strength of schedule argument from the committee. Like, I'm sorry, you can't control it if, let's say you're Alabama. We'll take Mars, Alabama in this scenario, right? Let's say you're going to play an LSU team in 2 weeks that loses a game to, like, I don't know, pick some. Let's say they lose to Ole Miss, like, 24-17 1 week. And then the week before they play they blow somebody out after losing. Are you going to say, oh, this LSU team isn't that good because they lost and then blew somebody out? Like, no. They're still a good, regardless of who you play on your schedule. I don't think strength of schedule should matter. Like, yes, I know everybody's quote strength of schedule, like, oh, your opponents are perceived to be weaker or harder, yada yada yada, but like I've never liked the argument for strength of schedule by the committee. And I think they're using it in the wrong concept too. But that's another
I don't-
conversation for another day as
No,
well.
I don't blame you. I get where you're coming from. I mean, and obviously, maybe a 6 team would be better because then you can actually include all of the Power Five conference winners. You can
Yeah, what
include
you would do is you would just have everybody. Well, I mean, it's not gonna be Power Five anymore because they're losing the Pac-12. But I know what you mean.
right, but Mountain West, baby, about to be the new Power Five.
They don't have the money.
They will if we get fucking Oregon State and Washington State. Those teams alone will be better than everyone else in the Power Five as far as money, besides maybe San Diego State.
San Diego State. Oh, Boise State might give them a run for their money. South Carolina won. Yeah, let's go. Sorry. Do we have anything else for this? Yeah, I was gonna say, do we have anything else for college football before we move on?
All I'm saying
I
is
don't.
that the 12-team expansion, people are going to realize that the 12-team expansion is a waste of time when they start to see teams that get in and absolutely get steamrolled by 30, 40 points.
Can we do like a top 8 maybe?
6
I
or
think-
8 would be nice.
I think 8 would be perfect.
Because you
8
could do
is
what?
perfect.
First 2 get a bye, and then 2 plays 6.
8
3
would be
plays.
so
Wait.
perfect.
How would that
no.
work?
8 would be 1
No.
and 8, 2 and 7.
Oh, yeah. You wouldn't have any buys.
Yeah.
You'd just
It
have
would
1
be
and 8, 2 and
perfect.
7.
8
That would be fun.
Perfect. That
That's
would
what
be
I was hoping.
perfect. But 12?
Yeah, 12. 12,
Yeah,
no
but
thanks.
12 teams into the mix. No. It makes no sense.
No, because even at 8, you'd still get teams like Ohio State and Oregon. And
Yeah, so you'd still get the quality teams that just missed out of the top 4 to 5. Then you still got like teams underneath that. Okay, they have potential. Could they potentially see an upset?
You would get Ohio State. You would get Florida State. You would get Georgia. You would get Ohio State. And you would get Oregon.
That'd be
That's-
fun.
That's a
That would
solid
be the filthy
18
top 8
playoff.
if you did
Yeah.
that right there.
Disgusting.
That'd be a filthy 8-team
You
playoff.
would get good. You would get good games all around.
And I'm saying this right now. I'm not saying they would necessarily win, but if you're telling me a 1, let's say depending where they put Georgia, if you're telling me they did Michigan, Georgia 1-8, Michigan would shit their fucking bricks, saying, "Wow, we really got to play that." I think they would maybe still win because I think they're their overall better team, but I mean that match would be fucking terrifying.
Michigan, Georgia would be fun.
That it would be fun as fuck. It'd be terrifying. Like Michigan's like, oh fuck, we really gotta play those motherfuckers.
All I'm saying is, we
Double
can't-
overtime,
we
Ryan.
We have.
What'd
to
you say,
stop-
Joey?
Double OT, Cal, and
Fuck.
We
know.
have to stop blaming. We gotta stop blaming Texas and Alabama though. Like that has to stop. Don't blame us. Don't blame the fan base. Don't blame the program. Blame the committee. That is the committee's fault. I'm sorry that they think 12-1 Texas and 12-1 Alabama thinks they're better teams than 13-0 Florida State. That's not my fault. That's no one's fault. That's the
It's the
committee.
committee's fault. Yep.
Yeah, like I said, five members of that committee is ACC, and they didn't even like Florida State in the playoffs. What does that tell you?
That's insane, is what it is.
But moving on, this NBA, this in-season tournament is looking pretty nice.
Oh,
it is.
I think it's been fun. You know what's so weird though? Maybe you or Gabe can explain this one to me. What is this whole thing I've been seeing about like teams have to win or not lose by a certain amount to like advance? Like, what does that have to do with anything?
So
You know what I'm talking about?
It was set so before the quarterfinals and semifinals and all that, they were set in like groups. So basically like soccer.
Yeah.
So I think it's like the top 2 teams from each group would advance into this tournament, and that's how the tournament starts.
Okay.
So I want to say it's
They're like
so
point
it's 3 groups.
differential.
So it's 3 groups on each side. So you're essentially getting, I would say like 8 on one side, 8 on another side, or 6 on one side, 6 on another side. Either way, it's I know from what I saw, from what I read, it's like the 2 top teams out of each group that go into the tournament. Of course, you have the quarterfinals, the semifinals, and then the finals. The winners, they get all the players get like a 500K like bonus money, but
Nice.
bonus money. The runner-ups get like 100K,
That's still not bad. Fuck.
which is still not bad. So I feel like the in-season tournament, it was a lot to get used to.
Yeah.
Granted that this is the first time we've seen the in-season tournament, I feel like now that we know how it operates and how it will continue to go on from this point forward,
Mm-hmm.
I feel
I'm
like
actually excited for.
I feel like it's a good idea.
I love
excited
it.
for I
Yeah.
love it.
At first, I
honestly
didn't
love
feel about it. I was like, man, this shit kind of looks whack. And the more and more, as you said, I started to watch and looking around. I'm like, wow, like this first time them actually doing it, they didn't fuck it up none.
because originally the whole point was to prevent a lot of star players from sitting out a lot of games.
I like
'Cause-
it.
Which
Well, it's
Why-
it's
why
it's
you watch
incentivizing the regular season more, isn't it?
Right. So essentially, I mean, me personally, I feel like if you can play games, why not play? Why not?
yeah,
You
that's
know?
why if you look at the views been absolutely fucking crazy.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Like,
it
all
seems
the
like the
star players are
viewership
playing
has been
a lot
up.
of better matchups. I love seeing that shit.
The only thing that I'm bummed out about is not seeing the Timberwolves in there. They
Hey,
got
but one
hot.
thing you should be very happy about, that team's coming along though.
Well, yeah, it's crazy though, just to, like Mar's saying, like the competition that you're seeing this early in the season is something that is unprecedented compared to, you know, previous seasons. What you're seeing is there's more sense of competition as opposed to, all right, we're going to wait until, you know, January or February to really get into the heat of things. Like, this keeps everyone interested in the NBA, and it demonstrates a lot of the star power that's available throughout all these different teams. Like, man, it's just pretty awesome to see. That being said, I'm pretty sure it's a setup. There's no way the Lakers should be in.
They should be what?
I'll say this right now, I don't think the Lakers are gonna win.
I don't think so either. Give me the Pacers.
Them Pace, Halliburton playing on a whole,
Yeah,
whole team. Not
Tyrese
even just
has
Halliburton.
been stupid.
Halliburton is absolutely boosting up the entire.
Cole, but
confidence
did you
of the
just try and tell me the NBA is rigged? Are you trying to pull an Aisha Curry right now?
team. Oh Lord,
Fuck her.
facts.
I don't care.
I don't either.
If it's,
I think
if
it's been
not-
entertaining as hell.
If it's not going her husband's way, she doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, fair.
She's gonna say
I
it's
don't care if
rigged,
she hurt her elbow.
bullshit. She's gonna say all this other shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't. But anyway, so yeah, that's our little take on the NBA so far.
I like the courts, I will say.
The courts are very
They're
creative.
pretty sick.
I love the courts for sure. The NFL is slowly coming to an end. We're in what, week 14?
14, we
Isn't
got
that
4
crazy?
left.
We got
Ball's
4
never over for
left.
me.
I cannot believe it.
For those who don't know, there are some of us in here that have a
Have a
division
stake.
winners futures
Yeah.
parlay right now. It is the Eagles, the Jaguars, and the Chiefs. If you've been living under a rock, Trevor Lawrence got hurt on Monday Night Football. He is questionable for tomorrow's game. I'm surprised he's even entertaining playing, but I mean, if he can play, let him. Who cares? But we will see if this parlay sinks or swims with the Jaguars.
Right.
I knew it was always going to be Jacksonville too.
So, and we also had our Bengals win total come to a unfortunate end.
A very screeching
Yeah.
halt.
Not a screeching halt. It came to
You know
a
what's screeching?
dead end. Dead.
That
end.
happened.
Like,
That died
Yeah.
when Burrow got hurt.
Yeah, literally. Let's talk about that because a lot of people. So for people that don't know, originally, what they're saying was Joe Burrow went into that Baltimore game already hurt.
So
He was not. He was not listed on the injury report.
Yep, I heard about that.
During warmups, you could literally see him shake his hand after he throws the ball every single time.
So it has come
Yeah,
out,
he's
by the
good.
way, that the NFL is not going to fine Cincinnati. So they've completed their investigation. They're not going to fine Cincinnati for
Yeah,
not having
which-
him on the injury report.
Which I saw that too. So
They're lucky they're not getting that slapped on them.
By the way, just took the live Butler money line.
Where'd you get it at?
Minus 290, but we're gonna.
Oh yeah, they just banged a fucking 3-pointer in their fucking face.
I put some big money on it, so
Okay.
we're
That's my boy
good.
Mar.
But yeah. So I feel like this is just me, okay, and this is coming from somebody who's played football. This is coming somebody who's watched football.
You've also
growing up.
coached football, haven't you?
I've also coached football, so all 3 levels of football, I know it. When you're not putting players, when you're putting your star players, your franchise players at risk of getting hurt like this, it is unacceptable.
Yes, it is.
Unacceptable.
Very.
Because here's the thing, okay? That's like Andy Reid telling Patrick Mahomes, who he's had his fair share of knee injuries and ankle injuries. That's like telling him, "Hey, I know you're hurting right now, but still go out there and play."
Yeah, we need you. We need you to win us this game.
Mind you, Joe Burrow had to play one of the best defenses in the league that week.
Who was it?
Baltimore.
Oh, yeah.
Joe Burrow had to play one of the best defenses in the league that week.
Yep.
They still said, "Hey, play."
Yeah.
And he
Not a
played
good look.
and he got hurt. That's stupid. Not only is that stupid, but it's very selfish, and I think it's very dumb.
I think it's selfish too.
It's certain things that you cannot do as a coach, as a training director, because everybody plays a role into this decision.
Oh,
we're
of
not
course.
just going to blame. We're not just going to blame one person. We're
We
gonna
can't blame.
everybody.
What the fuck's his name? Head coach.
We're not blaming Zach Taylor.
No, we can't do that.
We're going to blame everybody that has something to do with that, because
Yeah.
players go through weekly evaluations for any injuries they suffer the week before.
Mm-hmm.
They either go to practice or they don't go to practice. They get evaluated day by day, and then by Friday, Saturday, they make the decision whether they can play or not, whether they will sit out or not. And then you have Sunday, you have your game time decisions, you have your questionables, you have your doubtfuls that get either active or they're inactive. Joe Burrow was clear to play.
I'm surprised he wasn't at
Knowing-
least listed on the injury report as like questionable.
Knowing
Yeah, that's a little bit.
knowing that his wrist was messed up, he still got told to play. That's the problem, which is why I feel like the NFL does not truly care about players. They go all and on and on about how they're trying to protect players, player safety.
Yeah,
So
I was
we-
gonna say
we all-
player safety this,
all-
player safety that. Then get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Because we all have heard the player safety talk a few times within the last 2-3 years,
Yeah.
and it doesn't fail to amaze me that they don't stand on what they say.
No.
So at the end of the day, I feel like if you're going to tell somebody to play, to potentially risk getting hurt, you should know, you should be held accountable, you should be held responsible for the consequences. And that's just it.
I agree.
Yes! Hang on. I'm momentarily celebrating the fact that our starting punter is coming back for 2 more years in Happy Valley. Let's go! So excited. Sorry, carry on.
Lamar Butler just finished it off.
Yes! Joey, that's a big one. Joey, that's a big one.
Mm-hmm.
Mom, I'm proud of you for putting on that bud. Attaboy. There you go.
If I would have caught on to it, I would have done the same shit.
As
As soon as I loaded my book up, they locked it.
in college basketball, really quick, Tennessee beats Illinois at home 86-79. The under, I
Big
don't
win.
think hit there. 9 and
Cornbread, did
6.
you take that spread? I know you did.
Huh?
Cornbread, did you take that spread? I know you did.
Wow, don't look at me.
What-
I need to
The
speak.
Illinois game, what'd you take?
What'd you take it
I
at?
took them at +6.5.
Who?
Illinois.
Oh, well
Whoa,
then, nah.
that's a push.
Wait, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83,
You
84.
took it
No,
at
they
6.5?
lost.
No, +6.5. That's just an L, bro.
Oh,
Oh,
Damn.
damn.
I thought it was a
Got it
push.
by the hook. Yeah, I thought you got it at 5.5.
Damn, he got hooked.
Oh,
I
that's
got
painful.
fucking. That's
Yep.
pain.
Lamar Butler by 10.
Jesus.
Gotcha.
Damask only had 6 points today. Good for Tennessee's defense, though.
Oh shit! Hold on.
Don't
Keep going.
connect
Let's
head
go grab something.
21. Yes.
But yeah, I just feel like you gotta face some type of consequences for that.
And of course, it would be the NFL to look the other way when they're investigating one of their own teams for player safety. Like, come on. Like, if people actually thought the Cincinnati was gonna get punished, like you clearly don't know what's at play here. Like, the NFL, if the NFL is involved, it's like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a sports comparison where it would work for. It's like the NHL investigating a team for like a bounty scandal, and they like, as far as like hitting people like totally and stuff, and they're like, oh yeah, player safety, because like the NFL or the NHL is also a big league of player safety, and it's like, do you really think they're gonna get fined or like anything done to them? Like it's never gonna happen. It's just stupid.
But yeah, I feel like you should face some type of consequences for that type of stuff. That's ridiculous. Cause let it be like cause I don't want to say this out loud because I'm a firm believer in, you say it out loud, it just might happen. Let's just say the injury was way worse than what it was, and it could have ended his career.
Yeah.
All because you didn't list him on the injury report. That's stupid. It's just stupid. But what else happened in the NFL over the week? Oh, quick update on our fantasy league, by the way. Your boy has officially locked down the number 1 seed in the playoffs. Right. So
Congratulations.
First off, I want to thank everybody in the league. You had a special role in this.
I love that.
I want to thank Gabe for being there, just being there. That's all. I want to thank Cornbread for believing that Justin Jefferson was going to take him to the championship.
Damn.
I want to thank Joey. I want to thank Joey for suffering 5-6 injuries a week. I want to thank Ryan. I want to thank Ryan for
for beating Sean week 2. Oh no, beat like week 4 or 5.
I want to thank Ryan for starting out the season like 0-5.
0-5. We did it, guys. We did it. We're special. Woo!
I want to thank Sean for being Christian McCaffrey made.
I also want to thank Sean for trying to take to Kelly and winning.
And still winning. I want to thank Bryant for talking shit to me last week at 1 point.
There it is.
And I want to thank Kelly for having the worst team in the league. Thank you.
The worst team in the league.
No, in all seriousness though, I won last week. I was down. I went into Monday Night Football down.
You were down like what?
Like
18?
17 points.
Yeah.
18 points. Either 17 or 18 points. Regardless, I was down double digits. And Travis Etienne
Masterclass.
got 17 and a half points, I think. And they won me the week by 1 point.
I'm proud of you. That's like Sean and mine's battle a couple weeks before that.
Ryan, Kansas State's up 42-34 at half.
Against who?
LSU at home.
That doesn't surprise me.
And I said I liked them at dog money. I forgot to take them.
Oh well. So I'm excited to see how this last week plays out as far as where everybody ends up for the playoffs, as far as seeding is concerned. What the fuck?
Who's that?
Who else is Bryant?
Bryant, nah.
Listen, man, I'm glad you're here. Cause listen, man, you was talking. I heard about you. You was talking that shit.
Hold on. They talking to you?
Yeah. I heard about you. You was talking that shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Brian, you always talk that shit.
Brian, you talk that. You slick when you talk that shit.
But you talk that shit. You talk that shit to somebody that wasn't even talking shit to begin with.
I had to start. I had to start a little trouble.
I respect it. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm all for trouble. It's okay. I'm all for trouble. The playoffs is definitely going to be interesting, though. As of right now, so
I've got it.
I have the number 1 seed. I'll be playing Kelly, who's number 8.
Oh, Joey.
It'll be Joey versus Ryan.
Let's go the
Ooh.
trilogy.
It'll be Bryant versus Gabe,
Ooh,
surprisingly.
that'd be fun.
And then it'll be Sean versus Cornbread.
Hey,
So,
Cornbread, you better hope Josh Allen doesn't have a master class.
Josh Allen might have a master class. The Bills are trying to get in the playoffs.
Honestly, though, I think the biggest thing is this league is not just as much about winning as it is being the loser. Because being the loser is the only thing that matters to me right now. I know for a fact I am not going to be able to compete for a ship, but I know that if I can at least keep the points up, I'm not taking a stuffed animal out to dinner.
But that would be fucking hilarious.
That would be hilarious, though. I'm not gonna lie. I think what we've learned from this league
Oh, it's so much
is that
fun.
first off, it's fun.
It's
with
so much
us-
fun.
with our core group,
Mhm.
obviously. But we have to get at least 10 people in our
Mhm.
league. I think that's what it is. I feel like
By the time of next season, I think we can get 10 to 12.
I think we can
get
get
10 to
10.
12.
That'd be
'Cause
fun.
if we get 10 to 12, because
Ne-
here's the thing, we get 10, right? The
Yeah.
teams are still going to be, kind of stacked depending on how you draft.
Yeah.
But if we
Exactly.
get 12, you
that'd
got to be so smart with how you
And
draft.
Ryan, I don't want to hear, but I'm going camping.
I'm
Hey,
going camping.
my team actually still worked itself out for me, so we're good. We're good.
But just in general though, I feel like this was definitely fun. Of course, with our core group, obviously.
Exactly.
But at the same time, I feel like we've learned something from this season. Maybe we should, find a different punishment because I guess this punishment is quote unquote too extreme or too much.
I think it. We're not
That's
throwing
just
out.
me,
We're
though.
not gonna.
Hey,
We're
hey.
not gonna name drop.
Hey, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just delivering the messages. I'm just delivering the message of what was told to me. That's all I'm doing. Don't shoot me, okay? But yeah, I think this was fun, and we're definitely gonna do it again next season. It's
Oh, I
definitely
agree.
gonna be. We're definitely gonna come next season with a little bit more fire.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm in the middle of a tornado warning right now. I hear the
Oh,
siren.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm literally.
Mar, I don't
sitting.
want to see you going to the Wizard of Oz, bro.
I don't think that will happen. But why would you say that out loud? Now it might happen.
Yeah,
Good
Joey.
Mario. I'm just
Goddamn.
saying, look,
But,
if you see some good-looking munchkins, just let me know. Shit.
Good looking. Hey yo.
Wow.
Hey,
Hopeful.
Hey yo.
Oh,
Ryan's like hurtful. It's your
Penn
piece.
State.
Hey,
Penn State commit Quentin Martin
Bunch-
just had a 92-yard touchdown run. Let's go.
Oh, who cares?
Stop it. I do.
Damn. So I want to do something because again, the NFL season is slowly but surely wrapping up.
Mhm.
I want us to have our own award show here.
Oh, I love this.
So I'm gonna give you guys, the award.
Oh,
and
okay.
I need the top 3, and I need your winner.
Okay.
And I think we do it like I want to see where everybody's head at because there's been a lot of talk about MVP this week. Brock Purdy, Jalen Hurts, Dak Prescott,
Tyreek Hill.
C.J. Stroud has been thrown
Tyreek
in
Hill
the
should be in it.
conversation. Tyreek Hill has been thrown in the conversation as well. So yeah, so it's definitely been an interesting week as far as MVP talk. But yeah, so I'm gonna give you guys the award. I'm gonna give you the top. You give me the top 3. You give me your winner.
Okay.
So, starting with Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Can we all just say it on 1, 2, 3?
Yeah, that's.
No.
Oh no. Are we each giving our own, or are you picking somebody specific for that award?
Yeah, I want y'all to give y'all own. I want y'all to
I
give
think it's
y'all
obvious.
top 3. Yeah.
I think it's obvious too.
I think it's obvious. All right,
So-
ready? 1,
Yeah.
2, 3.
C.J.
CJ
Stroud.
Okay. Obviously. All right. I mean, I think it's clear as day. C.J. Stroud deserves that award, hands down. If he doesn't, get to sniff MVP, he'll definitely be winning Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Do you think he gets some MVP vote? Or does it depend on how they finish the season? I think it's gonna depend on how they finish the
I think
season.
If they win the division, he'll definitely get vote.
Yeah, I'm about to say. I think
Yeah.
it depends if they finish the season out winning the division, and B if he performs well as they finish out the division. Because you can finish out and win the division all great, fine and dandy.
That would be scary.
But the question is, are you performing well as you're doing it? So I feel like he can do it. So it's just a matter of time. We just have to see. Now,
Who else is who's
we move
behind him
on.
is the next question.
I would throw Zay Flowers in that
I think
mix.
Zay Flowers is
Zay Flowers, yeah.
Jordan Addison in that mix as well.
Yeah, Jordan Addison, who I said that could be sneaky.
But I think that's it though.
yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, you
other
can't
rookie has
really put Bijan in that conversation.
No,
Nah.
unfortunately.
No rookie has really impressed me this year.
No, I agree.
That much. Maybe Jahmyr Gibbs, but granted, with the situation in Detroit, 2 running backs splitting the carry, splitting the load work, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just don't. Defensive rookie of the year.
I think it's between. I got 2 different answers. But
I do too.
Okay.
I could go a couple different ways with this one. Joey, you go
Okay, let's
first.
hear it.
I want to see if Joey will steal mine. Joey, go ahead.
It's between 2 guys. One's in the NF, one's in the AF. I love how both guys actually get used. I actually, you know what? I haven't seen these numbers from this position in a minute. I'm gonna go Devon Witherspoon.
I don't hate that at all.
I don't hate
Another
that.
one, I have another one. I think one of you guys will say, but that was my option. That was like 1A, 1B. But I'll say Devon.
How about the year Joey Porter Jr.'s had in Pittsburgh?
It's been a solid.
I mean, Mario, you being a Pittsburgh fan, what have you thought of our boy? He's made a couple big plays for them.
It has been, here and there. It's been a hit or miss because Pittsburgh has not been the greatest so far this year. But I feel like he's definitely trending in the right direction. I feel like him being in Pittsburgh is definitely a good thing.
Joey, were you going to
So,
throw Will Anderson in that conversation? Because I'll
I
throw Will
was.
Anderson in that conversation.
That's what my lean was, because the way Will Anderson's working that defense for Houston is fucking filthy.
He looked good. He looks like he
Well, yeah.
finally settled in.
Y'all are all wrong. So,
Oh, who do you think it is then?
Oh God, I think I know.
This makes me sick saying it, but
I might know.
Jalen Carter for Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Oh, I
love Jalen
forgot
Carter.
about him.
That was the blessing of he fell to us. Thank you, every other team above.
Like, I mean, you got to thank Chicago for that one.
Yeah, you do.
I'm not gonna
I
lie.
fucking lo-
You got to
Hey, I
thank
thought,
Chicago
look,
for
at one
that.
point, I thought Atlanta was gonna draft him. I thought maybe Chicago was gonna draft him. Every time he fell, I'm like, oh man, the Raiders could have drafted him and put him next to fucking Max Crosby.
That would have been fun.
But like I said, I can thank all the other teams for not doing it. So hey,
So we got the rookies out of the way. Let's go to Offensive Player of the Year. Now this, I feel like the clear-cut winner, if he does not win MVP,
I think it's
it will
Tyreek
be
Hill,
Tyreek
right?
Hill.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Tyreek Hill.
I just feel like the disrespect. is
Wait
not-
a second. I just realized we forgot somebody for MVP. At least to be in the conversation.
Ooh.
Are we not putting Tua in the conversation? Like,
Is somebody gonna tell him?
is it because Tyreek Hill's probably going to win it, and that's why Tua's not going to win it? That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
As long as you know.
I know.
Even though it's a quarterback award, I was just like, man,
It
you
should
just
be
don't
a
let
quarterback
Tyreek.
award,
If Tyreek
but-
Hill breaks the record, you gotta give it to him. I'm sorry.
You
Oh,
gotta
yeah,
give
if he
him
hits
the
2K,
MVP.
that'd be
You
spicy.
got that. You just got to, bro. Like, I'll be so upset. Yes, he'll win Player of the Year. Cool, let him get that. But if you don't get that man MVP, that's a disgrace.
Okay, what was the next award?
Every receiver is gonna be calling for that fucking give it to Tyreek.
Yeah.
All right, so we got Offensive Player of the Year, but let's talk about DPOY. Defensive Player of the
Defensive
Year.
player.
I think this is clear cut. I don't care how you feel about it,
I agree.
but it's DeRon Bland,
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
100%.
I hate the Cowboys with a passion, but that boy's
he's
a ball.
got 9 interceptions on the season.
6
and
pick
he's
sixes,
got
right?
6 pick sixes.
He looks better than Trevion Diggs did when he had that year. What was it, last year, right?
Man, don't get me started with Trayvon Diggs.
Oh,
Listen. Trayvon Diggs is not a bad corner as
He's
people
not.
make him out to
But
be.
when everyone tried to praise him to be the next Richard Sherman, I was like, get off his jockstrap.
But his skill set is very limited.
mm-hmm.
He's a zone corner. He's not somebody that I would trust in man.
No,
and
same.
and that's not a good thing either. Like, I need a corner that's able to play both. Play man, play zone, be good in the run support. I need all that. Trayvon Diggs does not give me all that, which is why I feel like I said, he's not a great corner. He's a good corner, but he's not a great corner. So, DPOY, I think that's pretty clear. Coach of the year.
I've got a couple different ones for this.
Give me coach of the year.
I've got a couple for this.
Okay.
I'm gonna start with Doug Peterson.
Fuck no.
Okay. Okay. No.
Fuck no.
Okay. Then I'll start with D'Amico Ryans in Houston.
I like that.
I know they're 7-5. If they win the division, if they somehow find a way to win the division, he should definitely win Coach of the Year.
Nobody in the mama even projected them to even get over what their win total was, probably.
What was it? I don't even remember. Was it like
It was
4.5 or 5?
It was like
they're already over.
Oof.
Yeah. They're like, oh, they're rebuilding. A lot of questions with Stroud. And you know what? D'Amico and Stroud told y'all to suck it, in other terms.
I mean, we can, because you said it in PG, we'll leave it in the podcast.
Yes, I didn't. That's why I didn't want to say the full thing. I'll keep it PG.
So here's. Are we throwing Kyle Shanahan on that list?
No.
Are you sure?
No.
Can I ask why?
You are expected to win games with 2 All-Pros and an All-Pro defensive end.
True.
I don't care.
Okay, who do you think?
Let me go ahead and say this now. I don't think Brock Purdy's in.
Ma? He just stopped talking. Joey?
I'm here.
Ma just stopped talking. He started talking.
I think he might have got. I guess he probably got a call. I don't know. He said he's on his computer, but I don't know.
I'm really. No, you probably. He's right. You shouldn't really be winning.
I like D'Amico.
I do too. I
have a feeling they're probably gonna give it to one of these teams that finished with one of the topper seeds, and it wouldn't shock me if one of the topper seeds get it.
Ma just left.
I'll tell you right now.
No,
mark my words. Mark my words. If Miami finishes with the 1 seed, their coach will be in consideration.
I think McDaniel should be up there for sure.
Yeah,
Purdue is losing by 2 at halftime, by the way. Joey.
Oh, wow.
Purdue is
I think
losing
whoever
to
gets the
Alabama.
number 1 seed, their coach will definitely be in consideration. Either if it's Philly, if it's Shanahan. I don't want to say what's his name for Dallas.
I don't think Mike McCarthy deserves it. They might not even win that division, speaking of which.
I hope not.
You know who I wouldn't mind seeing win it?
Who?
I wouldn't mind seeing, you know who we're forgetting about? Motor City, Dan Campbell. He's gotta be up there for the way he's turned around the Lions.
They need to finish out strong then.
Well, they're 10-2. Oh no, they're 9-3. The only team that's behind, Minnesota and Green Bay are both 6-6. So, I don't think that's gonna do anything. And then I don't know how the hell they come up with a winner for executive of the year. That's a weird.
Can I?
Yes, you can.
Okay, cool.
Your mic just died.
My power had went out. But
Oh shit.
I was saying, Brock Purdy's not MVP to me. No. I don't care how you feel about it. He's not. Mm-hmm. Because here's the thing. Yes, he's doing what a quarterback should, right? It's not like he's doing something just so spectacular to the point where it's oh yeah, he's MVP. Yeah. Okay, we have to think about it like this: the quarterbacks that have won MVP, which it's been a lot of them, Aaron Rodgers, back to back, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, it's because they had spectacular seasons. They had seasons where they were, of course, you had Lamar Jackson, that MVP season. He had 3,600 passing yards and 1,200
That was
rushing yards.
stupid.
Of course, he was going to win MVP.
Mm-hmm.
You had Patrick Mahomes, who threw for 51 passing touchdowns one season and won MVP. Of course, he's going to win MVP. But Brock Purdy, his stats, from what I'm seeing, it's not something that you should just, be like, oh my God. Like,
His stats are not
he's
eye-popping. I
great.
think that's the word you're looking for. His stats are not eye-popping.
I mean, okay, 3,100 passing yards, 23 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Okay. Not bad stats. They're very solid stats, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you compare that to Dak Prescott numbers,
Yeah.
like
True.
let's be real. When you compare that to Dak Prescott numbers, you compare that to the season that Tyreek Hill is having, even though you can't really compare.
Yeah.
I mean, well, Dak Prescott numbers are kind of similar. 3,200 passing yards, 26 touchdowns, and only 6 interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Hurts, kind of, I wouldn't say it's similar. 19 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. This is more of a down year for Jalen Hurts, in my opinion. But we're talking about players that are doing something that are absolutely, changing the game for their team.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're talking about players that are putting their team in position to win games.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy, I haven't seen that from Brock Purdy. If anything, Brock Purdy's not good under pressure, and I will stand on that.
Mo, I don't know if you heard the name I threw in the ring for Coach of the Year.
What?
Dan Campbell.
I like that.
Joey and I agreed on D'Amico.
Yeah, I agree, D'Amico.
I like D'Amico.
And I said another one is in this if they finish with the number 1 seed, I think Mike McDaniel will be up for consideration.
I think he's in that consideration even
Now.
even now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And call me crazy, but I think Nick Sirianni might snatch another one.
I also don't hate that at all. I forgot about
Sirianni. That is, people are going to put this into consideration. Oh, what if them putting up so many points because their defense has been looking soft, which honestly it has. And I hate to say, coming from a diehard, our defense has been looking soft. But wins are wins, so.
I mean, we know who's not getting put on that list this year is Sean McDermott by any stretch of the imagination.
Not at all.
I don't even know, and I don't know how I will say this, Mo, I don't know how they vote for Executive of the Year. Like, I don't know how that works. But, like, don't even know who you'd put on that list.
I don't know. All right. Now, I think we get to the MVP. This is where it gets real. This is where it gets real, ladies and gentlemen. MVP.
I've got a top 3 I can give you right now off the top of my head.
Okay.
If Tyreek Hill hits 2,000 yards, he'll win it. So I would have Tyreek Hill as 1. I would have Jalen Hurts at number 2. And yes, Mar, you did point to the 19 touchdowns, 10 picks. I still think he's had a really good year. Call me insane here, but I'm going to go outside the box. Give me Christian McCaffrey at number 3. Those are my top 3 right now.
Okay. I don't hate that. That's
I got
solid.
mine before Mar says one of them.
Mm-hmm.
My number 1, like I said, if he goes over 2,000, you gotta give it to Tyreek, or it'll be a fucking.
I would be surprised, even if he gets close to 2,000, if he doesn't at least get like top 2, top 3.
So there's him at 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
Number 2 might shock people, and especially coming from me,
Is it Dak Prescott?
is Dak Prescott.
That doesn't
He's
shock
having
me coming from you.
I
mean, yes, you're an Eagles fan, but we also all in this podcast and in our Discord, we just respect
real,
football
he's
for what it
having
is.
We're realists here, okay?
Yeah.
We're realists.
I'm a realist. He's having his best year of his career. this year.
Speaking of which, just talking about Dak for a second, how efficient has he been this year? Like, holy shit.
And I
He's
had
been
a
on
worry.
fire.
I actually had a worry thinking Dallas' defense would go down without Kellen Moore. I'm like, man, that defense is going to be a little down-ish.
You're talking about the offense.
Excuse me. Yeah, offense.
Yeah.
Calling for
I
Kellen
know
Moore.
what you mean.
Now Kellen Moore's on the Chargers, and look at the Chargers now.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, damn, okay, Dak, I see. I'll give you credit when credit's due. Another one, like I said, it's more than just throwing, of course, what hurts. But you know what? I'm going to go Lamar. Lamar's having one of his best, if you want to go by stat-wise, one of his better years.
They are a
throwing the
very
ball.
quiet 9-3 right now. I will say that.
Yes. So I think Lamar's having a very great year.
I don't hate that.
He's showing, look, you paid me. Guess what? I can show you. I can throw the damn ball. And guess what? He's been throwing the damn ball very impressively.
My top 3, and I don't care how anybody feels about it. I feel like if the 2,000-yard season does happen,
You got to give it to him.
Tyreek, for sure. But as of right now, my top 3, Dak, Brock, and Lamar Jackson.
So you went 4. I like that. Dak
No,
Prescott.
well, I'm just saying if it happens.
Oh.
Right? But as of right now, my top 3, Dak, Brock, and Lamar.
I don't hate that at all.
Hurts is not in my top 3. Hurts
And I
is
hate to
not
say it,
having
he's not mine either. I love the kid. I love having him in fantasy, but nah, I don't got him. If you
just
telling
not-
me like
he's
he
not having a
finishes
good
out the
year.
year strong, could he work his way back in? Absolutely,
Yeah.
he could. If you tell me he goes in, beats Dallas, then he sweeps the rest of the schedule and looks good with it,
Yeah.
oh yeah, he could definitely work himself back in the top 3 somewhere. But right now, I don't got Hurts in top 3. If you told me I had top 4, I'd probably have him either 4 or 5. Maybe I had top 5, but I'd probably have Hurts
Fair.
somewhere, and then after that, just some of his playing style, I'd probably have Purdy. But I know, I'll say this, if the 49ers finish with the number 1 seed, Purdy's MVP votes are going to skyrocket.
I agree.
And you got to give him credit, and I gave credit when credit is due. Mr. Irrelevant, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, true.
If anyone told me when him coming, I had a 4th round grade on him originally.
I think you and I both weren't predicting him to go last.
No.
Like
I
we
had
knew
a 4th
we
round.
knew what he was
Yeah.
at Iowa State. We watched him at
I said
Iowa
that.
State.
I said he's a quality backup that can
Yeah.
be fine. But
He's a hell of a player.
he definitely exceeded.
Oh my.
And like I said,
I'm
I
just
know a lot of
seeing
people
now
would
that
say-
Judah Mintz and J.J. Starling combined for 46 points in Syracuse's win over Georgetown. Wow.
Yes.
That's inspirational stuff.
Now, I know a lot of people are saying, "Oh, but it's Shanahan's offense with a I'm sorry, Mr. Irrelevant, the last pick in the draft, someone that usually when you're that pick, you don't even barely stick around in a training camp or a practice squad. So I definitely give Purdy all the work ethic he's doing now.
Yeah, of course.
You know, I don't like the Niners, but I don't hate Purdy.
Do we have anything else?
I just feel like like I said, if it happens, Tyreek Hill should get MVP
Oh yes,
regardless.
and
But
it's not close.
if it does not happen, I
be a
think
quarterback award.
I think he is a hard 4-5.
Yes,
But my top 3 remains Dak, Brock, and Lamar. Depending on how these last 4 weeks happen, depending on how these last 4 weeks occur, you'll have your winner. Clear
Yeah.
cut.
yes.
You will have your winner clear cut in the next 3-4 weeks.
Agreed.
So, now that we did that, I think we pretty much covered everything. We still got how long we been running for, Ryan?
An hour and 4 minutes. Oh, you know what we're forgetting about? Can we talk about the Ohtani sweepstakes for a couple minutes, please?
Nice. I was just gonna throw that up.
In case you've been as this seems like one of the phrases for the podcast too. In case you've been living under a rock, Shohei Ohtani is a free agent for the first time in his career. Supposedly the Yankees are in, the Mets are in, the Dodgers are in. The Angels are not completely out, but I don't think he's staying, because obviously if he was a free agent, he would have signed with them soon after like the season was over. So the report that he was flying to Toronto a couple days ago has been proven false. That was never a thing. That never happened. Shohei's agent evenly came out and said that never happened. However, I don't think we can dismiss the Blue Jays on being in or being out.
Oh,
I think they're in. But I mean, would you want to go to Toronto? Like, that's the question Shohei has to ask himself. Honestly. If I'm a free agent, am I going to Toronto? No.
No.
I think the
I know
mid.
I want him to go, but I don't think he's gonna go.
Where do you want him to go?
I mean, you talked about it. Actually, I would love to see him like Cincinnati, or the that kind of young team that's missing that like big power. Cincinnati, Seattle.
I would love to see. You just said it. I'd love to see him in Seattle. That would be dope. I don't know if they have the. See, the problem too is I don't know if they have the cap. If any of these teams have the cap space for it.
No, it's gonna be one of those like top of market teams that are gonna get him.
Huh?
And
Huh? I'm sorry. What? Hang on. Hold up.
don't tell me that he got signed by somebody.
I need to Google. Hang on.
Oh God, don't tell me he got signed.
What? Where?
Boy, you can't be saying hold on and then fucking.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Supposedly, Shohei Ohtani is signed with the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Are you fucking kidding me?
Shohei Ohtani has just
Supposedly.
announced on Instagram.
Sham Sharani is even tweeting it. Holy shit.
Underdog MLB has even put it on Twitter. Shohei Ohtani has just posted on Instagram.
If anyone's wondering where you heard it from this podcast first. We broke the news.
Shohei Ohtani is signing with the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Holy shit. Now we gotta talk about where he fits. So obviously, he's gonna DH.
Doesn't really change anything because he cannot pitch until 2025.
No. So it kind of doesn't help the rotation issues at all. Wow. That is insane. That is wild.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it'll give the Dodgers increased odds to win the World Series.
That's what they still won't.
I know they won't,
No.
but it's funny.
They still won't.
Oh, also,
Hold on.
yes.
Shohei Ohtani's deal with the Dodgers is for 10 years and $700 million.
What?
Yeah, that low key.
What?
That's my toes curl.
What? So
And I think we just found Ryan's G spot.
What? $700 million? What?
You said 700 million.
My God. Well, that makes the Judge and Cole contracts the Yankees have given out look like pennies. So that's what? How much is that per year? Like 70? I'm trying to do the math right now.
Isn't that 70 million per year?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, bro. That's stupid. That's funny. I can't believe I'm surprised he's going to the Dodgers, though.
Well, they still won't win a World Series. So it doesn't
Nope.
No.
have fun.
Yeah. Oh, man. What a way to end the podcast. We broke the Shohei signing.
Wow.
We
soon as
broke
I
the
said-
Shohei signing, everybody.
Yeah.
You heard it here first on the podcast. No, I'm kidding. I'm actually kidding. But, if you have Shams Charania, an NBA, like, insider, tweeting about the MLB, you know it's big time. When I saw him tweet it, I'm like, okay, so why are you in the baseball lane?
Hey man, it's fun.
It is fun. I can't believe he made 700 mil. Holy fuck. Anyway, do you guys have anything else before we wrap this beautiful podcast?
No.
I have nothing
Um,
at all.
Just to wrap it up, last week of the regular season for our fantasy football league. Playoffs will start next week. I would assume. Well, no, we'll be playing next week, so I don't. Maybe we'll have a review of the first round of the playoffs on our next podcast. Not really sure what the hell's going on as far as like, when we're recording and whatever, but like, I mean, I'll be out of town. I will tell you, I'll be out of town next weekend, so you will have to record without me. I'm going to celebrate kind of an early Christmas with my in-laws and their family, but this has actually been a good podcast for an hour and 11 minutes. I can't believe he's going to fucking LA though. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's insane.
Okay, answer this question before we end it. Would that big ass trade news for Otani, is Mike Trout next?
No,
It wasn't a trade though.
he's a free agent.
Sign. Do you think now Otani's like, yo, screw LA? Do you think Trout's like, all right, I want to win?
No. No, I think he's still loyal to that fan base, as bad as it's been.
If Trout is smart, he leaves now.
Yeah, of course, if he's
I
Trout's
agree.
smart, he leaves now.
And I'm not saying he's coming to Philly. I'm not saying that at all. But I like him, yes. But I'm not saying that he
Yeah, but
will. But he has a lot of open like stuff he does in New Jersey.
Does he live in... Does he
Yes,
come
he still
back
has
home
a
during the
home.
off season?
He's back home. He has a home. I don't know. I think primarily his wife stays in LA with him though. But I know his parents still have a home.
Yeah, of course.
Only because my uncle does their houses with the in-store appliances. But but yeah,
Anyway,
he still has his own land that him and Mike Trout actually not Mike Trout. Him and Bryce Harper actually go hunt on.
Basey Base. Hot boy. I am insanely shocked right now. One of my friends
Don't
just
lie.
texted me, Shohei to the Dodgers, all this to lose to the Diamondbacks. Oh, that's funny. Anyway, thank you for tuning in to the 15th episode of the Fab Five Bettors Podcast. Oh my, I just realized I'm doing the outro without you. My,
Power must have went out again.
wrap it up and send us home.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a pleasure and a privilege to give you episode 15 of the Fab Five Bettors Podcast. Again, make sure you follow us on Twitter. If you're not already following us on Twitter, our link to our Discord is in our bio. Go ahead and tap that and get in our Discord. We give out free plays.
Mar's been on a heater.
Obviously, I'm currently 5-0, actually 6-0 now in college basketball, 9-2 in NBA,
New
and
goat.
I'm 6-1 in NFL as of right now. So, yeah. All previous episodes of the podcast is uploaded to our YouTube channel. Go ahead and check us out there. And all of our previous episodes have been uploaded to our Spotify. So if you have Spotify or if you have YouTube, you can go and watch or listen to our previous podcasts at any given time that you want. But that is it. It has been, again, an honor, a privilege to give you guys this episode. And we'll see y'all here next week.